Welcome back, guys. It is day 52, and we have arms. This is DTPXtreme. You know, we are breaking down our muscle tissue, but we have to kind of stimulate it in order for us to kind of recover. You know, we aren't annihilating now with huge weights. We're not annihilating through a crazy amount of volume. It's mainly through, you know, straight sets, DTPXtreme, and breaking down our type 1 and type 2A and B muscle fibers. Moving on to supplementation, just for a couple of tips, because I've noticed I get a lot of these questions. And if you do have questions, please go onto my Facebook, please go on my Instagram. Ask me these things and I'll do my best to answer you on the public wall, not in the private questions. I get hundreds of them a day. But when it comes to, for instance, you know, taking your clean burn, make sure you just take it 3 times a day. I try to take it about 30 minutes before my meals, but if I have to have it with my meal or anything like that, no biggie. The Capsimax doesn't bother my stomach, you know. When it comes to your pre-caged, mix the water just when you're about to drink it. Because of the Capsimax in there, you do not want to allow that Capsimax to unencapsulate itself. So add the water, then you can drink it over a 10-minute period or whatever. Do not mix it the night before, and same with your re-caged. Because the pro-hydrolyze enzyme in it starts hydrolyzing the second that you add water to it, you'll notice after, say, 20 minutes or so, it starts to get very bitter because it's hydrolyzing without the heat or chemicals that most people use. So just only add the water to it when you're about to drink it, okay? So I've finished my pre-caged. I'm about to get my in-caged in because I've got to make sure that we finish our biceps or triceps as strong as the opposing muscle that we're both going to be hitting today. All right, let's get this done. Rope extensions. So I like to do it seated to really isolate the area. So you know, I don't have to go too heavy and put too much undue stress upon the elbows. To begin with, what I am is trying to really part the rope as much as I possibly can by twisting my wrists and pulling outwards. And then when I can't do anymore, if I'm failing before my guided rep range, I push my hands together. So same theme as everything we've done this week, reaching failure at 30 repetitions, resting for about 30 seconds and doing 25, resting for 25 and 20, and same 15 and 10. Now I'm going to change the variation slightly. Now I want to work a little bit more of the medial and inner head of the triceps as we go back down the weight and increase the repetitions again. Okay, triceps are done. So we went back down to repetitions. We did 10 reps, absolute failure. It was a little bit light for me. I actually ended up doing like 16 reps on that first set, so I stuck to the same weight. And then, you know, did after 10-second rest, went down to 15. Then after 15, 20, and then 25, and finished with 30. And triceps are done. Now we've got biceps. That's it, done. We are done with today's workout. So I went back down the rep range here, started with 10 repetitions, absolute failure, then 15, and then 20 and 25, and then finishing off with 30. Obviously, as before, the rest period replicates the reps that you punch out just before that. I did have to bring in the rest pause principle a couple of times because it was a little bit too heavy, but that's good. If in doubt, go a little bit heavy and rest pause. All right, that is it. We are done. Let's go and I'll meet you at the entrance so I can have my shake before I hit my cardio, because then straight after that, I got this photo shoot this morning. All right, we are done with day 52's workout. Yeah, so we are through the hump of the halfway point of this week. We still got a couple of body parts to really focus on and target, and so make sure that you do rest, recover, and mentally visualize tomorrow's workout, because even though they're short and sweet, they're still tough and they do require effort if you're to look as good as you're supposed to at the after. Now start thinking about what you want to do after this. I will go into more detail of what we're going to do with the foods, but what we're going to do is start incorporating foods such as certain types of fruits, certain types of carbohydrates and fats back into your diet, and let's get those hormones back in balance, and I'll talk a little bit more detail about that tomorrow, so make sure that you come back. I am out to do cardio.